What's going on, A-plusers? It's your boy, Adam Perez, back once again with a brand new video for you guys today, as we're going to be getting into some wrestling talk. And listen, I could not do wrestling talk without the Ranger of Wrestling herself, good old Datila, certainly in the house with me today, as we're going to be giving you guys our breakdown and predictions for the 2023 Royal Rumble pay-per-view, dropping this Saturday, correct?
Yes.
I'm so used to WWE having been on Sundays for such a long time that even though I feel like it's been a year, maybe a little longer than
Yeah.
that since they moved things to Saturday. Like it's
Mhm.
still hard for me to wrap my head around, honestly.
No, I feel you. Like, honestly, I like pay-per-views better on Saturdays, especially like back when those pay-per-views used to be so long and you'd have to stay.
Yeah.
Well, especially you because you're on the Central Coast. So it's like they would finish so late, then you got to get to work the next day. So I don't mind pay-per-views being on Saturdays.
Yeah, I don't know how people on the East Coast especially does it. Used to do it to like 1 a.m. or whatever the case may be. Sometimes that stuff would just go so long, especially for like WrestleManias when they're like 4 something hours long. Yeah, I don't know how people on the East Coast wind up doing it. But we are technically in the first big four events of the year for WWE with the Royal Rumble here. Always a fun time. Have you ever been to a Royal Rumble live?
No, I have not.
No, I went. Have gone to a Royal Rumble once. I think it was actually in the same place that they're having in San Antonio that they're having this Royal Rumble. So this is maybe like 5 years removed, maybe a little bit longer than that. I believe that was the with John Cena versus AJ Styles match that they had at Royal Rumble, which was incredible. So that was a fantastic experience. But I know you definitely have yourself some amazing live wrestling experiences also.
I have actually. I've lost count as to how many shows I've been to over the years. I will say though, this is going to be my second WrestleMania. I had
Ooh, I'm so jealous.
the first time I ever went to WrestleMania was WrestleMania 31 when I was in Santa Clara up in the Bay Area. So that was my first ever WrestleMania. This is going to be my second WrestleMania.
You know, we've had two WrestleManias recently here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and I
Mhm.
have missed both of them. So
Oh,
I'm very, very disappointed in myself for not being able to make it. One of these days, it is certainly on my bucket list. I'll definitely make it happen. For those of you who've never met Datila, we've actually had her on here a couple times. One for our Jason David Frank tribute, and I do believe you did predictions with me and Indy one time. I can't remember which wrestling WWE wrestling event that it certainly was. But outside of indie, you're my go-to when it comes to wrestling. So if anybody is certainly interested in checking out Datila's work, you can find her on the YouTube channel Rangers of Wrestling. She does a great job each and every week with her post shows. She breaks down not only WWE on Raw and SmackDown, but she also tackles AEW. And do you still do Impact or no?
right now I'm not doing Impact, unfortunately. I had to put that on hiatus, but I'm gonna try to at least start doing the pay-per-views for Impact, or at least the Impact Plus
Okay.
specials. But I'm not gonna be able to cover the weekly show anymore, unfortunately.
Nice. So if you guys need more wrestling in your life, definitely go ahead and check out her channel again, Rangers of Wrestling. Certainly subscribe. She's a great source for wrestling info. But unfortunately, we couldn't have Indy here with us today. So we will be keeping Indy in our spirits. Hopefully, he enjoys his prediction video of ours. But let's go ahead and get into some of these matches, shall we? I don't know exactly. While we have the match card, we don't know the order in which the match card is certainly going to be happening. But considering that we've got a women's Royal Rumble and a men's Royal Rumble, you got to assume one of those are going to be starting things off. So let us just kick it off with the women's Royal Rumble. 30 women Royal Rumble here. A lot to certainly choose from, a lot of really interesting storylines that I'm kind of fascinated to see how they play out. And I think for me, that's one of my enjoyable things about the Royal Rumble is so many loose strings when it comes to storylines, seeing how certain athletes and wrestlers stack up against one another and how their storylines kind of interweave. It's always extremely fun, especially if booked right. So a lot of women to choose from in here, Datila. 30 women. When it comes to the Royal Rumble matches, I'm going to give us two choices. We can put up two options. So if there are two women that you could possibly see walking away as winners for the Women's Royal Rumble match this year, who do you got?
Well, before I give my answer, first off, I want to say the last time we did this was actually SummerSlam. SummerSlam.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you for the reminder.
And if I remember correctly, I think I beat both
Yeah,
you and Indy in the predictions.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that
Oh,
at
sure,
all.
that you don't remember, right?
I know you definitely wiped the floor with us. I remember texting Indy that day, like, "Yeah, bro, we lost." Like, I don't even think the event was over yet, and I immediately knew that we lost badly. So yeah, Datila knows what she's talking about here.
Mhm. Actually, for the Women's Royal Rumble, I only have one choice. I have only one
Oh,
choice, and that is
the
Rhea Ripley.
confidence, the
Yeah,
confidence.
one
I dig
choice.
it. I dig it. You read the dirt sheets. You seen things that people are saying? Is that what it is? You feel confident or what?
I feel confident just based on her booking. She's been booked really well, not just her, but the rest of
Yeah.
Judgment Day. And I cannot see any other woman besides Rhea Ripley winning the Royal Rumble. So Rhea Ripley, hands down, my only pick to win for the Women's Royal Rumble.
I like the confidence, man. I like the confidence. Yeah, look, I my first pick definitely is probably gonna be Rhea also. I mean, she's literally facing down dudes. I mean, I saw her slam one half of the OC on the outside of the ring, and I'm like, if you're putting her up against these men with just this fearlessness that she has, she should be able to almost, I don't want to say destroy every woman in this match, but I definitely would certainly give her the upper hand. So for me, definitely give me Rhea. If I had to pick a second, I'm kind of torn between two women right now. One is Raquel Rodriguez. Um,
Because she's a
but because
fellow
I
Texan?
yeah, that too, and I think she's great in the ring. I really do. I'm always impressed with her when she certainly comes out. So, would they allow her to win in her hometown? Maybe. I wouldn't mind seeing her with a
Yeah.
chance at WrestleMania. She's definitely proven herself. And the other person I wouldn't mind. I don't think would win, but you know who I would like to see come back? I would like Asuka to certainly come back.
Also,
I don't know if she's on the list to be in the Royal Rumble this year. I feel like I haven't seen her in a minute, but I would love to see Asuka in this match. Any surprise appearances or anybody in particular you would like to see kind of pop up?
oh, surprises. Okay. Definitely. Oh my God. I don't know for women because I feel like we've seen a lot of the same women surprises, you know?
Oh
Ah,
yeah, yeah,
so it's kind of makes it hard. I guess the usual, Trish, Lita, Jacqueline.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
anytime I see Molly Holly, it's a good day for me. So I wouldn't mind
Give
seeing her in the
me
Royal Rumble again.
give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
So we've got so for me, I'm gonna definitely go with Rhea as my number one choice, and then I'll put in Raquel as my second choice. But the confidence of Datila has definitely got her eye set on Rhea Ripley walking out of the Women's Royal Rumble. So I'm definitely looking very much forward to that. The next matchup that we're probably going to go ahead and go over is a match I'm pretty interested in, and that is, in fact, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. First off, I find it interesting that we have Mountain Dew even sponsoring this match to begin with. I don't even recall them sponsoring a particular match, right? Like I would think Mountain Dew presents the Royal Rumble. No, it's they presenting this Pitch Black match. So I am kind of curious as to how that certainly came together. But we got ourselves a Bray Wyatt, who's struggling with his demons, it certainly feels like, and good old LA Knight, who I'm not too familiar with his work over in NXT, honestly. I haven't really been paying him too much attention until he actually came over to the main roster, but I've enjoyed his work so far, especially on the mic. I don't know if I've seen him wrestle too much on the main roster, but always been a big fan of his mic work, and I'm just glad that they got him away from the male model sort of storyline that they certainly had going in here. But my eyes are definitely on Bray Wyatt in here. If I had to go ahead and make a prediction, I feel like this is probably the easiest of the two of all the matches that we're probably going to have here. But give me Bray Wyatt. I think LA Knight can definitely go ahead and certainly take the fall here. I mean, it would be pretty cool for LA Knight to certainly get a massive win like that. I don't know if it would, I feel like it would certainly help his momentum, but probably destroy anything that Bray Wyatt certainly got going on for him. But I'm just intrigued with the Bray Wyatt storyline right now. So, if anything, give me Bray Wyatt to go ahead and pull out the W in this match. And for the Tilla, I'm kind of curious to know who you would pick in here. And most importantly, what the hell is a pitch black match?
Well, first of all, it's the first time they're doing the pitch black match, so I don't know what it is either. I'm looking forward to it. And as far as Bray Wyatt, LA Knight, I'm a little torn because on one hand, this is Bray Wyatt's big match back. I don't think they'll have him lose, but I question. I'm like, can LA Knight take the loss here? Can he? I mean, this is also like his first major feud too. So
Mhm.
I'm a little torn here, but if I had to choose, Bray Wyatt, just because it is his big match back, and I don't think they would want him to lose his first match back.
Yeah, I'm kind of under that same impression also. I was just thinking to myself, can LA Knight sort of take the loss? I don't think his character would be hurt too much by it, so much as maybe Bray's character might. But, look, Bray literally just got his ass handed to him by Uncle Howdy, also. So we've definitely seen weirder shit happen for sure. And anything I think could certainly happen in this match. But I'm definitely going to go with Bray Wyatt also in here. So right now it looks like we got two matches out of the way, the same predictions as of right now. So we'll see how things certainly switch up here in our next match, which is in fact going to be for the Raw Women's Championship match, as we got the champion Bianca Belair facing off against Alexa Bliss, who is definitely having her own personal issues here, as Uncle Howdy wound up making an appearance to her, I think either last week or the week before. So she definitely is struggling with her own personal demons as well. And they definitely have, I think they've been doing a pretty good job of building up this particular match here. Belair, for the most part, feels like she's just overwhelmingly stronger than Alexa Bliss. Like, Alexa Bliss has got to put everything in her in order to go ahead and pull out a W here for Bianca. So let me throw this over to you first. Out of this women's championship match, I, who do you predict for this one?
Well, since I picked Rhea to win the Royal Rumble, I'd say Bianca. I'd say Bianca Belair. I
Okay.
see. I mean, she's honestly, if Bianca makes it to WrestleMania as champion, she would be one whole year as champion. So I don't see her losing the title anytime soon until WrestleMania. So I'm going with Bianca.
I'm going to flip the script here. I'm going to flip things a little bit. I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss on this one. The only reason why I say that, I think for me, looking at the lead up here, the Uncle Howdy stuff that's been going on, the reemergence of Bray Wyatt. I feel like Alexa Bliss's personal demons will get the best of her in this match and hopefully have her overcome things. I could be reading this completely wrong, and she gets her ass beat by Bianca, and that's what truly triggers her to become like this dark side Alexa Bliss once again. But I'm really hoping that she channels whatever is certainly happening to her in order to go ahead and pick up this Bianca Belair defeat. You're right. The idea of Rhea possibly winning and having a face off against somebody like Bianca, I think would be a great main event for WrestleMania. And not to say that it still can't happen that way. We definitely have a few months before WrestleMania and a couple other pay-per-views.
We only have one pay per view in between WrestleMania and Royal Rumble. It's the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, is that right? When I thought there was something else. Maybe I'm so used to, was it Roadblock? And they used to have
Yeah,
like
it
a
used to be
roadblock or something
Roadblock,
like
but
that.
just the Elimination Chamber.
I mean, look, Alexa Bliss don't have to have a long title run. I just want something to shake up this Royal Rumble a little bit. And I think a title change would be fantastic. I haven't minded Bianca Belair's title run here. This is what, her second title run, if I'm not mistaken?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I just say switch it up. So I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss here, as you go with Bianca Belair. So we'll see. I like the differences here so far. Um, and then as far as the last singles match that we have on here, this one is in fact, is this for both titles,
I
Datila, or is
believe
this
it
just for
is.
the Raw?
It's
Okay.
just it's for both titles.
Okay, so the Undisputed Universal WWE Championship is on the line as we've got Kevin Owens going up against the tribal chief himself, the one Roman Reigns. That's right. Put the ones up in the air, Datila. You know how that goes. You know how that works. Um, who you got in this one?
Wow. So I went back and forth on this, back and forth, because I was like, what if KO does win, but he wins by DQ and doesn't win the title,
Mm,
right? But
okay.
I think I think I'm gonna go with Roman. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Roman. I think he's going to, because I feel like Sami Zayn is gonna be somehow involved in this, and so I'm going with Roman.
I like it. I like it. Acknowledging the one in Roman Reigns. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns also here. I think last time in SummerSlam, I think I bet against him and picked
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. Now, well, first off, that was a hell of a match.
Yes.
I
Of course.
totally thought Brock was going to win that match for sure. But Roman Reigns pulled it out. I think Roman Reigns is going to pull it out again also. He did mention something to Sammy on Monday that like his true test or his true test is going to come. He's going
His
to have a
final
favor
test.
to ask him. Yeah, his final test. I definitely think that has everything to do with this particular match and possibly betraying his friend one more time. Whether or not he does it, we'll definitely see. The drama is definitely built up for this match for sure. And I
Yeah.
hope that they book it extremely well. But so we both have Roman Reigns winning this match. Really, I feel like so far our only difference is the Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss match. Everything may literally come down to that one match.
No, I
Um,
think our men's Royal Rumble is probably gonna
it's
be
gonna be
different.
different. All right, let's go. Let's just jump right into it. We got the 30-man Royal Rumble match. I don't know if this is going to start off the night or kick off the night. I'm always fascinated to see which Royal Rumble match starts first because I feel like sometimes that can either give away something that might happen during the pay-per-view or towards the end for a big surprise. But this should be a good one to certainly say the least. So, Datila, when it comes to the 30-man Royal Rumble, who you think's pulling it out? Remember, I'll give you two choices here, but are you feeling super confident about just one?
No, this is actually the Royal Rumble I don't feel confident in. So I do have two
Okay.
choices.
Okay.
Um, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn. Just because I
Okay.
feel like the Sami Zayn storyline, the culmination of that would be him defeating Roman at WrestleMania. That's
That'd be crazy.
if Cody Rhodes doesn't win, Sami Zayn.
That would be bananas to me. And I feel like that like that would be some first off, I would be so happy for Sami Zayn if something like that happened. Him winning the Royal Rumble. He's just been on that type of trajectory where it's like this man just can't lose. Um, so yeah, like I will say this. For me, Cody Rhodes, I'll definitely put Cody Rhodes up there. And while I want to say Sammy, one of the I will change. I won't say Sammy because I said this before, and I'm sticking by it. The
I think I
Rock,
know what you're gonna say. Yeah. Mm.
The Rock. I feel like they've been pushing strong at the idea that he's not going to be at WrestleMania. I would love this to be a surprise, even if he just literally comes out at number 30 and finishes it off. I kind of hate that because everybody else has worked so hard during the match, and Homeboy comes in last and wins it. But give me The Rock, either The Rock or Cody Rhodes. I think will pull this one out. So that would be my differences here.
I hate to disagree with you, but I don't think The Rock needs to win the Royal Rumble. I
I
don't.
mean,
I
has he
feel like
won the Royal Rumble?
I think in the past, but not
I don't
recently.
know if he's. I don't know
I
if he's
just
won it before.
feel I just feel like Rock winning the Royal Rumble is such a Vince McMahon move, and we don't need that.
You do make a good point. That is, I do feel like that is something that the Rock, that the Vince McMahon would certainly do. Really not taking into consideration the rest of the hard work that the everybody else is certainly put in. Um, the idea of Triple H making a decision like that does feel a little bit off. So, the idea of Sammy and Cody Rhodes, I think, are both truly great picks. But man, I
You could still
yeah,
do Rock versus Roman, but you don't have to have him win the Royal
win the
Rumble.
Royal
Like,
Rumble in order to do it. You're right. You're right.
yeah.
If anything, for me, it would be like would give The Rock the opportunity to claim a title shot and then be off of television to go ahead and get into um his wrestling shape that he absolutely that he wants to be in or something like that in order to go ahead and get ready for WrestleMania. That's how I would certainly book it, but I guess maybe just call me Vince McMahon. I don't know. Maybe well, maybe not Vince McMahon with all the shit that he's going through right now, but yeah, so I don't know. I think we got some great choices here though, so it should be certainly pretty interesting.
Why not just
Um
call you Adam Perez, baby?
I'm a press, baby.
Baby. Boom.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this pay-per-view. I really am. I love the big four pay-per-views. Even though I watch every pay-per-view by WWE, I always get pretty hyped for these, honestly. I kind of wish that there were a little bit more singles matches, but I'm sure this is probably will take up like at least a good 3.5 hours easy.
Honestly, like I'm okay with just being 5 matches because you don't want to overload the card. Because think about it, the Royal Rumbles are probably gonna go an hour plus each. So that's already like what, 2 hours,
My
maybe
God,
a
you're
little over
right.
two
Yeah, two and
hours.
a half hours.
So
Yeah, that's
everything
true.
else,
Yeah.
if you add more matches, you're pushing 4 or 5 hours here.
Yeah, no, you make a good point there. There's just some other people I definitely would like to have seen on the card, like the U.S. Championship on the line, or even the IC title on the line. I think would have been pretty cool. But like I said, a lot of those storylines will definitely be played out in these Royal Rumble matches, and I cannot wait to see some of these behemoths get an opportunity to collide and go face to face. So it should certainly be a really good one.
I think
But
I think a lot of those storylines are gonna culminate at WrestleMania. Like you said, they're gonna start in the Royal Rumble and they're gonna end at WrestleMania. And I'm so excited! I cannot wait to be there.
Yeah, Rumble always gives us some really great teases, and I'm so jealous of you, Datila.
Aw.
How do you have pretty good seats, you think, for the most part, or
For night one, I do. I do have really good seats for night one. Night
you're
two, I'm a
going
little
both
higher.
nights?
Huh?
You going both nights?
Yeah, you think I'm gonna go into one? I'm going both.
Jeez. Well, I guess that's the key, right? Get good seats for at least one of them, and then you can get the nosebleeds for the next one, just to say that you've gone.
I'm not nosebleeds per se, but I'm like here's the lower level. Here's like I think like what, second level, I think. I'm like right
Oh,
there somewhere. But I'm not like way up high.
how much? You mind if I ask how much you pay for your tickets?
Well, my brother helped me because he's going with me. So he
Oh, nice.
paid, I think, 700 for night one, and I paid 3 or 400 for night two.
Okay, and so you guys almost like kind of split the costs a little bit, I guess, for all the tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely something I gotta save up like all year for in order to get some
Well,
really great tickets to.
next year's WrestleMania is gonna be in Philadelphia, if that's something you want to consider.
Man, fuck Philly, man. No, I'm good. I'm just kidding. I cannot stand Eagles, man, or even Philadelphia Eagles fans. So anything Philly related, I'm like, nah. We'll see though. They always got a really great crowd. Very always passionate for sure. I mean, if Raw 30 is any indication, yeah, they're gonna be hot for WrestleMania over there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm really excited. Is Indy gonna review the Rumble or?
Probably not. No, it might end up being me. I guess me and you can maybe do a review for the Rumble. I guess yeah, maybe even that night after the Rumble. Is that when you usually record something? Like
Oh,
once the pay-per-view is done?
I try to go live if I can. If not, I record
Mhm. Oh, okay. And that's what, Saturday? Yeah,
Saturday.
I'll have to let you know if I'm free to do something like that. But
Okay,
I'll try and work around our schedules to do it.
definitely. If anything, like we could always but you'd have A plus hero report on Sunday. So if not, if any, we do it Sunday. But you have
Yeah, I
to
mean,
do
I
it
could always do a Sunday too, either after
in
the
the
show
evening.
or in the evening, Sunday evening. Have it up sometime Monday morning before Raw winds up dropping. So that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, Sunday night. Oh, actually Sunday night because I'm gonna be busy Sunday morning, afternoon. So Sunday night.
Okay, so yeah, maybe Sunday night we could either record or go live with our discussion, but we'll talk further in regards
Yeah,
to that also.
I'll definitely let you know Saturday after the Rumble because like since I'm gonna have a co-host, it would probably go maybe an hour
Oh,
tops. I
okay.
don't know because it's kind of such a short pay-per-view, only 5 matches. So I don't know.
There'll be
I
a
can
lot of
wait.
drama to talk about, I think.
Yeah. So I'd say maybe an hour. So if you want, maybe if you're still up, maybe we can record after, or
Okay.
we'll
Yeah, I'll
see.
let you
We'll
know.
see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll definitely see. But guys, listen, those are our predictions for the Royal Rumble. What are yours? We want to know who you guys think will not only win the Royal Rumble, but the other three individual singles matches as well. Let your thoughts be known in the comment section box below, and we'll definitely continue our discussion with you guys there. So, other than that, Datila, if people want to reach you on social media, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Datila_. I live tweet during wrestling. So that's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday when I do watch Impact, Friday, and the occasional pay-per-views.
Well, definitely hit her up, guys. Definitely check out her amazing content. And you guys certainly know where to follow us at A Plus Opinions right down here if you want on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and especially Facebook. Definitely go ahead and check us out there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, guys. It definitely does go a long way. But that'll do it for us here. We'll certainly see you guys later on this weekend to discuss the review for Royal Rumble and all the goodness that came out of it. But until then, do us a big favor as always, guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep it A plus. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.